Hello. Hello. How's everybody? How we doing? Today we're going to be doing a Tim Holtz dupe. This was the, I believe, 2023 file card. So I went ahead and duped this one. And so we're going to be doing that one today. So you are going to need some supplies. First and foremost, most importantly, now you can do this with paper if you want to. It's entirely up to you. But I use file folders, used file folders, like ones that I have pieces and parts of, So I use those. And I think I might actually use a piece of one of these this time. I don't know if it's big enough. And if it's big enough, we'll use that. We got bingo cards in here. What else we got in here? We have a white file folder. That's going to be too thick. That might be a good size. Maybe we can use that too. All right, let me get this out of the way. What else? Let me get the stuff out of the way here because I got stuff all over the place. Here we go. We're going to need some scoring tools. A scoreboard. This you can do with a small one. And a paper trimmer. One that can cut paper to 6 by 4 1/4. I'm going to use the bigger one today. The little bigger one, So, I'm going to move these out of the way. How's everybody doing? What are we doing? What are we up to? I'm going to see how big this is. Oh, yeah, we can use this. So I'm just going to take the fold off of it. Ooh, I love the feel of this. Oh, it's got a nice feel. Very buttery. And so that gives me 2 pieces of that I can use. So I'm going to trim this to 6 by 4 1/4. 4 1/4. By 6. It's white on the inside, so I could just make a white card on the inside. So I'm going to make a couple of these. We'll just get them cut down, So 4 1/4 this way. By 6 this way. And this one has some writing on it, but embossed writing, but that's okay because that'll be on the back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. One of these is not straight. One of these things is not like the other. Let's see, 4 1/4.
Hey, Jim, this is Mike with Cox Advanced Technical Support, calling our record line. How you doing this evening, sir? Oh, fun-filled days every day, my friend. Never the same thing twice, ever, Always
good.
Something new and different. I love it. Hey, I got your ticket coming across my desk.
Okay, let's do this one at 6.
There's currently an outage going on anymore. I was curious to find out if you would be able to, sometime in the near future,
Make a card out of that one and put it to the side. 4 1/4. Okay, for anybody not following along, base for this is 6 by 4 1/4.
Well, the thing is I just checked the note or the area, and
don't know if this is going to be big enough. It's got to be 4 1/4. Let's try. Let's see. 4 1/4. Ooh, it's just going to make it. Hi, Harry. Hi, Harry.
All right.
So I'm going to cut this one to 6.
Oh.
Please don't claw me, you mean kitty. Stop it. 4 1/4.
That'd be fantastic. You can reach out to us.
Look, paper. You want to play with some paper? Okay, and I'm going to cut this one.
1-855-766-9810.
We're going to take this part off, which is the,
That's the phone number I got for your type of account.
you know, the fold. Take that part off.
Oh,
and then I'm going to cut this.
Yeah, no, that's. I was going to make sure you had that too.
Urgh.
766-9810.
And one of these. This is a hanging
And
folder.
then, yeah, the ticket number is going to be 2898.
I'm going to take off those.
51. So it's 28, 98, 27, 51.
6.
Yeah. Oh, my pleasure. I just want to make sure you got the right information. I mean, at this point, we still have a technician slotted for Monday, it looks like.
Let me get rid of this big cutter because it's a pain.
But, I mean, if we can resolve it ahead of time, I'd like to nail that down too, you know, of course.
So then I'll cut these at 4 1/4.
Right. Okay, Jim, in that case, when do you want me to set this to follow up with you next?
We'll start with these.
And what time would be better than the rest?
Hello, Arlene. Hi, Carla.
Okay. Yeah, I like to do girl, you know, it's the weekend, so I like to give people the opportunity to say, yeah, I don't get my coffee till 8. You can call me at 9. You know, all right. So, okay, well,
he has a doctor's appointment, 2 of them this weekend. He's got to go have surgery. He's going to have his tooth pulled, and then he's going to
my pleasure.
Get a roto-rooter. If they haven't screwed things up.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So I have a whole bunch of those. So we can cut pockets first. Do pockets first. Then we'll come back and cut the, you know, the cards that go in them. Okay, now I like to do these out of base colors, you know, like boring colors, because this is a... Hold on, there's someone at the door. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Looking for my neighbor. Okay. So this is a great make-ahead, so I like to do it out of neutral colors. You know, and black is pretty neutral. File folder's pretty neutral. White is about as neutral as you can get. And this vintage file stuff is pretty neutral too. So, all right. So with the outside facing up, because we want to make the valley on the outside of your piece, on the long side, we're going to score this at 1.5. And then we're going to score it again at 4 1/4. Doop, doop, doop. And then we're going to turn it so that the short side is at the top, whichever side is going to be the bottom. And we're going to do it at 3/8. That is right between the 1/4 and the 1/2, or 3 ticks. 1, 2, 3 ticks. That's it. That is all the scoring. All right. So once more, 1 1/2. 2 or 3 quick ones like that is better than one. Okay. And then 4 1/4. Turn it 3/8. 3 ticks. Or the one between 1/4 and 1 1/2. So I'm going to do all of these real quick. And then Buggy's not coming. Next weekend. 4 1/2, 1 1/2, 4 1/4, 3/8 of an inch. Love your ticks. I know. You know, I do those just for her. 1 1/2, 4 1/4, 3 ticks. 1, 2, 3. Somebody actually commented on one of my videos and said, why do you do that? You should just tell people where they're supposed to do it. I was like, because if I start talking 5/8, 7/8, 3/8, people start looking at me like I've grown a third eyeball. You're not somebody who watches my videos on the regular anyway, so go away. You meaner. Yes, ticks there carry Lyme disease. Well, ticks carry Lyme disease everywhere. Yeah. You're right. 3 notches. 1, 2, 3. It's the 3rd line over. So, yeah, I'll do this as a make-ahead, and I'll make like a stack of these. And then just put them in my stash, you know. And then when I want one, I can just take them out. And all I have to do is decorate. Yeah, so Buggy was supposed to come over today, but he's not going to come over because he wanted to bring everybody over. And I don't think Pop is going to be in the mood for that. Because Pop's got to, you know, Pop's got things to do. He's got to go get a tooth pulled. He's got to. And when all the babies are here, when they're all here, he wants to like, he wants to bake. He wants to do the fire pit, make s'mores, and no. Cannot do that. All right, so we're good with that. That's actually all the scoring we're going to do, so we can put that part away. Yes, I know that's mathing, and mathing sucks. We all hate mathing. Okay, so then we're going to cut these. We're going to do a little bit of a wedge at the bottom. Boop, boop. And then we're just going to cut away these bottom flaps. And if you're right-handed, just cut just above the score line. I have to be careful with this because this has like a score line that's built into it. So I have to make sure I don't, you know, screw up and cut to that one. Okay. Over and twink. Twink. have to tell you guys, using these little scissors suck. I'm used to doing this with bigger scissors. Let's do this. These aren't even big scissors. These are little scissors, comparatively. I have some big ones. They're for cutting things like linoleum. My aunt almost died from Lyme disease. Once I figured it out, it took her years to recover and settle into a different lifestyle to accommodate wishes. Yeah. Yeah, when we were kids, my grandfather used to be like, always tuck your pants into your socks. And then when we would go camping and stuff like that, my mom would like regularly check to make sure that, you know, we didn't have any ticks on us. I remember my mom got really sick one time, like really sick. And at the time she was working on the ambulance. She was a paramedic. And in one of her many lifetimes, let's put it that way. And she got home, and I hadn't even gone home yet. I was still at the babysitter's, and it was right down the street from our house. And my brother, I remember my brother coming, he was heading up to my house, and then a few minutes later, we started hearing the sirens, and my brother came down and asked if they could, you know, if I could stay longer. And they said, sure. And they took my mom to the hospital in the ambulance, which was kind of weird. Usually my mom drove the ambulance. But they thought that she had Lyme disease because she was near death, like dying. And so they thought she had Lyme disease. And they were looking for, you know, the telltale signs of the tick. And my dad finally got a hold of my grandmother. And my grandmother was like, what's going on? And, oh my God. My grandmother got to the hospital and she went, pump her full of penicillin. And they went, no. And she went, I'm telling you, pump her full of penicillin. Apparently my mother had her tonsils removed when she was younger, and they had done something wrong. And so she had a little pocket in her tonsils where her tonsils used to be. And if it got infected, she would get like this high fever and the rash and all the other symptoms of having Lyme disease. But apparently it was just her tonsils. So she went from being on death's door to within 24 hours, she was driving the nurses crazy in the wheelchair. And they were like, get her out of here. So luckily, not Lyme disease. Hi, Christine. All right, so now I have all those done. Those are all the envelopes. So the pockets. So I have a nice stack of pockets. And then we're going to cut some cards to go in them before we put them all together. So the cards are 2.5 by 4 inches. 2.5 inches wide and 4 inches tall. Harry, stop. Yeah, 5, 4. Okay. I need some of that green stuff. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can do it, you know, any color I want, really. There we go. That was something. I was cutting for something and then gave up on it. That's not the same color, though. They're definitely different. Well, fiddly faddle. Poppycock. Those aren't even the same color. How many of these do I have? And in how many different colors? Holy crap-a-noli. Apparently I have a few more colors than I thought I had. How wide is that? Oh, it's just under 2.5. That's not going to work. Well, shiskies. Oh, well. I will cut cards from what I have. Projects that, you know, I did not finish complete for whatever reason. You never know with me. That's the right color. Oh, well, I can find more. I have more. All right. 2.5. 2.5. My faux. Faux. 2.5. 2.5. All right, we got some cards. Not as many as we're going to eat, but, you know, we got some. These are all white. How boring. Oh, well, I guess I could do some in a file folder. I do actually have some of that in there. Manila. I think. Yeah, I do have some file folder pieces. Okay. That should be pretty good. Yeah, well, yes, they had to take them because, you know, she was otherwise extremely sick. But, yeah, luckily for her, it wasn't her first issue with it. So my grandmother knew what to do. And so they pulled her tonsils. And lo and behold, she was well again. I don't think Satan himself could have killed that woman. There were certain times, you know. Okay. So I'm going to be using this one today. It doesn't matter. You can use any one you want. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to do like a half punch on the end. And then we're going to bring it over like an inch and do a half punch. And then we're just going to remove that from there to there. So from the divot over. See? Makes a little thing. And then just round some corners. Doop. Doop. And you can use any size board you have. If you don't have a board, that's okay. We can work around that. Let me see. It's in here. I'll get it. I don't use it often. It falls to the bottom. There it is. So this is my little 1/2 inch circle. I think it's like 3/4 of an inch, maybe. Might be 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. Okay. So this is my little 1/2 inch circle. So what I do with this is I take it and I put this card in, and I'm just putting in just a corner. Boop. And then I go like an inch over, and I take out like a 1/2 circle, and then just cut this part off. See? You make it to tab. I'm going to take a little bit more of that off, though. That looks like caca. Caca. There we go. Okay, that's better. Now, you can also do it. All the different ways you can do this, right? It's here someplace. I know it is. I was playing with it earlier. There it is. If you have one of these. See? Going on the notch side about halfway. Cut the notch. Bring it over. Cut a notch. Just cut this part out. You have your tab. Or if you have the big board, you could use the big board too. You can use the box board, the envelope board, the mini envelope board, whichever ones you want. I don't know where my big one is. It's probably out in the garage. So, yeah, so I'm just going to cut the tops on these about halfway, punch, move it over about an inch, punch. Now, let's say I want to do one in the middle. I just do one punch on this side and then move it over and do a punch on that side. And then I can take off the two ends and I'll have the thing in the middle. Want to do it on the other side? Fine. There you go. Same thing. But truthfully, if you just do one side, you can do them all one side and then just put them in there upside down. We'll do some more in the center. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. And some more on the side. Boop. Boop. I have to say, this was probably one of the easiest dupes I've ever done. And if you have one of these cutters, a plunge cutter, you could do it this way. You just line up that center line on your, and when it stops making, you know, when you feel it go hollow, that's when you stop cutting. So with this one, I'm going to line that up right there. Doop. Doop. Take them both off. Same thing with this one. Wowzer, whoa, whoa. Oh. It's like you can feel it stop. And then like this corner over here, if I want to, I can put it into my notcher and I can notch that corner, or I can use my corner rounder and just round it. It's entirely up to you how you want to do this. I can't get that one in there, so I'm going to use the notcher. I'm going to use the little notcher. Hold on. Because if I use the big notcher, It'll be really big. Get in there. Muy better. Notch here. Notch here. I'm done with this. Put it away. Notch. Notch. That did not notch very well. It's okay. That's what scissors are for. So I did include the link to the video for this, if you are interested in the original video. Somebody yelled at me today, said I go too fast in my videos. I said, I'm sorry.
Here's a pause.
That one sucked. I did not want to do it. Nope, that's the wrong side. I'm going to do this thing. Oh, booger snot. Booger snot. Yeah, so he gives you 5 of these and he charges you $8. That's no lie. That is like legitimate. They're $7.99 at Snobby. $7.99 on Simon Says, or Simon Stamps, or whatever the heck that is. And Michael's, all $7.99. So, it charges you $7.99 for 5 envelopes and 5 of the cards that go in them. And I just made a ton of them out of scraps. They are very expensive little boogers. Okay. So now I have some that have it on the side. Some in the middle. And so what I have to do is I have to kind of put my notches in that position. So what I do is I fold these first. Hills into valleys, valleys into hills. Y'all know what I mean. Burnish. Burnish. And burnish. And then we're going to glue these down. Now, here's the jam. I do the glue on the bottom. And I bring that over. Doesn't matter which side. Okay? But then I'm going to put glue right on the edge of this one. Right there. And then glue on the edge of this one. Because these are going to overlap 1/4 of an inch. And that way I have 2 seams of glue. And then decide, if I'm going to put a center one in. And then I can get my finger notchy thingy. Where is it? Hello. Notchy thingy. There we go. And I can put my notchy thing in there. And I can do the notchy thing. That's not the one I want. I want the smaller one. Hello. Notchy notchies. Oh, I got this one. Do that right on the center. And then put a center tab in. And this one I'm going to kind of do on the side. So I'm going to put the notch on the side. And then fold it in. And you could not even fold these if you didn't want to, It's entirely up to you. You could just put them together, put them away like that. I'm sorry, I'm a little weird. I got to check my sugar. I think I'm low. That's what happened last week. I was low. when I was being weird, yeah, my sugar was low. Just go with it. Just go with it. See? Or you can put it on the other side. It's up to you. Wherever you want to put it. He gives you 5. Two lefts, 2 rights, and a center. And now he's got a second one out. And I'm duping that one right now. I'm in the process of duping it. So let me check my sugar because I'm being a little weird. Hubbard tells me when I'm weird, it's my sugar. And he's usually right. I'm poking. Yep. My sugar's going down. It's going down. Okay, so I only cut 3 centers. So there's the valley. Y'all can see the valley. So valleys into hills, hills into valleys. I poked at myself. I sprung the leak. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good for a little bit. It's going down. It's not down. That one's a little weird. It's in the center, but it's not in the center, but that's okay. Put it over there. Let's do this one. We're going to decorate one too. Why not, right? We can decorate. I know how to do that. La, da, 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 da. Yeah, just get a little weird when my sugar drops. We'll be okay. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay? I wouldn't keep going if I wasn't. Mostly because if I kept going and I wasn't fine, Hubbard would, like...
Crack that ass.
Crack my ass.
And not in a fun way.
Not in a fun way. I would not enjoy it. Yeah, so I'm duping the other one. I have to be honest, though. The file... He's calling it file cards, too. But it's crap. It's crap. It's crap. Crap, I tell you. Man, I forgot to put a notch on this one. I want to put a notch in there. Oh, I want a big notch, too. Oh. Okay, let's see if I can get this in here. I can, but only in the middle. I don't want it in the middle. Oh, I wanted it on the side. Now I'm going to have to make another one with one in the middle. Okay. Let's just put these on the side. Some over here. Some over there. Yeah, we were supposed to have the babies over today, but Buggy's all talking about trying to get everybody to come over, and I'm like, yeah, Pop's not gonna. Trump's not going to be doing real good, so maybe we don't want to do that. Okay. I have all these half circles on my chest. There we go. Yeah. That is, I mean, 150%. That's what we're duping. Because, yeah. And I'll show you. There's a couple of things of his that I'm duping right now that I'm making the videos for. One of them, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. So this was the one he came out with in 2023. Okay. This is the File Cards 1. Well, then he came out with File Cards 2 in 2024. I was in the Snobby the other day and I saw them and I was like, those are not really file cards. They really aren't. But I thought to myself, why do we pay this much money for this stuff? Because it's like $8. And I was like, it's just scraps of file folder. Literally, they're 6 by 4, 6 by 4.25 inches, and then 2.5 by 4 inch pieces of, file folder. Why? Why are we spending this kind of money? Greedy, that's why. Because Ranger is greedy and people will buy it. So I know a lot of people that don't have the money to be spending that kind of cash. So I go to the Snobby and I get them and I bring them home and I measure them and I dupe them. And then I take them back to the Snobby. And get my money back. I know, it's not, I'll be honest, most of it's not worth what he what they charge for it. Okay. This is literally like, you can make 2 complete ones of these out of one side of a standard size file folder. And you can get 5 file folders at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. So you figure out the math. But I'll show you the other things I'm duping right now. Let me get this one glued. Okay. So I'll put these away. So I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them in just a few minutes. 45 minutes. Okay. And I probably could have done more if I just had a stack of file folders and I wasn't talking. It's the talking thing that gets me. Okay. So let me show you what we're duping. Where is it? Is that it? That's it. That's one. This is the other one. Okay, so the File Folders 2 has, this is ridiculous. It is $8. And I think you get like 2 or 3 of each piece, 3 pieces of each. So there's 5 or 6 in there. Not a lot of stuff, but it's $8. The first thing is it's basically just this. It is just a library pocket. The only difference is that it's slightly wider and slightly bigger. Why? Because there's also this like accordion thing in there. He's real big on the accordion thing. This accordion thing that's supposed to fit in here. Okay. Then there's another pocket. And the only thing weird about this is that it has a circle. I'll be honest with you. It took me 10 seconds to do it with a punch. I literally just folded it up and did it with a punch. Okay. So I'll show you how that one's done. And then there's some file folders in there. And so I just used some scrap file folders and I made some file folders, which we're going to do. I'll give you the measurements and everything on them. And the other thing is a coin envelope. And the only thing that's different with the coin envelope is instead of having a rounded top, it's kind of like a barn roof. That's pretty much all that's, you know, in that. Oh, yeah. You know what I use them for? I have my heat tool, my wood tool, and I use I make little envelopes out of them because I can seal them up with my wood burning tool. Okay, so then the other one that he has is this one. $7.99. One folio. It's a piece of ribbon, an inside piece, and two like book covers. I duped it two different ways. This one is out of a solid piece, like almost solid piece. It's out of poster board. So I duped it out of poster board, and then I said, you know what? People may not have poster board. Okay, this is legal size file folder. So I duped it out of a legal size file folder. One legal size file folder. One. So I am working on the videos for those right now. So we're going to get those duped. Okay. So I have a bunch of these. I still have some that I haven't put the tags, you know, I haven't put the cards in them. But that's because, you know, I don't have enough cards to go in them. But, you know, I will. But now I have these. And I have these. And this is one of my favorite, like, go-to pockets. You know? So we're going to do one of these. We'll do that one. We're just going to decorate it. What the hell, right? Okay. Make life easy. So I'm just going to put these away, and I'll finish them up later. Because I have to go out to the garage to get, you know, file folders in the right colors. Okay. So I'm going to take this little booger out. Get rid of all these punches. How many punches can one person have on their desk? 20. 20. 20 is the answer. Ooh. Okay. Trust me, y'all. Daddy Bear's sitting right there. If he thinks for a second, he'll make me eat. All right. So let's see if I have anything in my... These are like my little scraps that I keep from things. That'll work. Yep. And I'm just going to snip a little piece off of there. And that works. Okay. need aspirin. I just did that. Excedrin. Okay. So now that I got that, I'll get this out of the way. Oh, get some ink. And we'll ink everything because we can. You know, I think, when I'm thinking about it, Michelle might be a witch. She lives across the street from a graveyard in the cave below her house. It's not a cave, it's her basement, but... that dries slow. Ugh. Could try the Memento Tuxedo. It doesn't. Here's the thing. This is the reason that a lot of the Ranger inks dry slowly is because they're the oxide. Like, see, this is the ink. If I use the oxide and I put this on something, it's, especially on shiny stuff, it stays damp for a little while. But if I use the regular ink, it dries right away. Like, if you ever put ink on something and then you put it down and it, like, it rubs when you try to, rubs off. That's the oxide. All right, I'm going to glue this on. I have no idea where this is going, but we're doing it. Oh, yeah. I'll be honest. I did a video on that a while ago. Like, if you can only buy one embossing powder, get the clear. Because the cheap inks, if you stamp in that cheap ink and then you put embossing powder on it, you can emboss any color of the rainbow. But it's the cheap inks that work the best. But there's a whole video somewhere in my playlist for that. But yeah, I tell people all the time, you know, if you can't afford to buy 900 different embossing powders, just get the clear, because you can emboss with any color ink. And I'll be honest, at least you can see it, you know, like you can see what you're doing, because if you use those, the sticky pad, you can't see what you're doing. But yeah, I have like some really cheap, like the water-based inks do it really well. All right, let's see. What do we have? Ooh, look, we have this. It has some words in it. Maybe there's something in here we can use that we haven't already stuck to something else. Yeah, there we go. We got a word. Word. Word, word. Word is the word. I can't stick that up there because I got a piece of paper stuck up there. Why'd you try to stick that up there, stupid? I don't know. Adventure. Need something.
Whoa.
Okay. Five years ago, yeah. All right, so I got these from the Dollar Tree. They're really cool. So let's use one of these. This one. Ooh, okay. Put some glue on it. I know. I really need to go back and do some of those videos again. You know? Like revisit some of them. Well, you know. Okay, got that. It says adventure, so I put a big higher balloon on it. Yes, my craft room was like, you know, and it changed weekly back then too, I have to be honest.
Yep.
Mike would go to work and come home, and then, you know, everything would be shifted. And he would be like, what the hell?
It wasn't comfortable. It didn't sway right.
The sway was off, man. It wasn't swaying. I one time moved my big hutch desk. I got to tell you, this thing weighs about 300 pounds. And I decided that it needed to be on the other side of the room. So I moved it over there. And he comes home from work and he's like, what the hell? I didn't like it over here. You couldn't wait for me to get home to help you. No. I needed it moved right in that moment.
Yeah.
At exactly that second. Okay. And a camera. Let's put a camera on here. All right. It says adventure, so we're adventuring. You know, some colored dots. I put some glue on that. It's not very sticky. La 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 la. Some dots. Dots? Yes, some dots. Some colory dots. So, nope, they're good. Okay. Put this back in here. Yeah. My ex-husband, he used to come home and look around to see if I had painted anything. I did that to Mike once too. Right after him and the kids moved in, I decided one day to get a wild hair up my tushy. And he came home and I had moved the kids' bunk bed into the middle of the room, moved my mother out of the room because my computer was in there. She was playing on the computer. moved the computer out of the room so that she was out in the living room for, temporary. And I need my scissors. Where are those? Ooh, they're here. I know they're here. I'll find them. There they are. Okay. Okay. That's so much better. Yes. So much better. And I had like put up a border and painted, and he's like, what the hell? My ex-husband came by and he's like, dude, I go to work, I come home, the whole house has been. He's like, yeah, get used to it. It's a thing. Okay. So this is one of my favorite tricks. This is a stamp. I want it to look like a stamp.
Hey, Jim, how's it going?
Yeah. I used to do that too. Horrible.
Sure, go
Okay.
ahead, shoot.
So this is a stamp, and I wanted it to look like a stamp. Like for the most part, I want it to look like a stamp. Come here, you little booger. Put some glue on you. You're going to stay.
Thank you kindly. Appreciate that. Give me a hot second to pull that up.
You too. The glue. How about you? Yes, you need glue too. Okay. Yeah. How do you like me now? There we go. Okay. So this is like one of my favorite cheats. And I think I've shared this with you guys before, but I'm going to share it again.
Oh, yeah, Jim. We had this set up.
Let me grab a piece of paper.
All right.
Here we go. So this is a pair of, I literally got these at Dollar Tree. They are dog shears, dog cutting shears. They're thinning shears. And so when I want to cut a stamp, I use these. And see that edge it gives me? Right?
Okay. And I'm working on trying to pull that up right now.
And if for whatever reason these are too long, then I just, take my scissors and just barely snip them.
Monday, 8 to 10, right there.
But it gives you that really cool stamp edge.
Okay, I'll update the ticket.
It's one of my favorite pair of scissors. And I have a lot of scissors.
Oh, okay. I don't want to interfere if someone else is going to already be doing their back end shenanigans. It's the new word of the day is shenanigans,
Hey, that's my word.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want me to? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it does.
Now, I can decorate the card if I want to. I can just leave it blank and just having decorated the envelope, What do you think of my masterpiece? All right. So so I'll keep a whole stack of these in my little file up here, and I will show it to you guys because sorry about the arms. Here they come. Okay. So there's some things that I absolutely keep. Book page pockets. These are just simple book pages made into pockets. I think that's the actual one we did in the, and I have to tell you, this book, if you ever get a chance to get one, this is Ever After High. That's what the pages look like in the Ever After Highs. Okay, so I keep these. I keep some book pockets like this, stacked ones. Some of these little coin envelope things, you know, I keep some of those in here. Some of these bases with the paper clips on them, you know, that you can put the journaling cards inside. I keep some of those in some standard stuff. This is just a file folder that I made with, it's got a little pocket on the front. I think there's a video for that somewhere. I do keep little pockets pre-cut.
Looks like
Lots of tag bases.
7 p.m. at midnight.
Tags. More tags. These things don't even belong in here. They belong in the other bin, but I haven't gotten them in there yet. Some pieces of pre-cut paper. I have these like little pockets that I have pre-cut, but what I keep on the pre is little file folders.
Like I said before, it's never the same thing twice. It's always something different, you know?
Envelopes made from scrap paper so that I can, you know, pull something that works with whatever I'm using.
Would you know?
Pretty much blank bases for paper clip tabs. Some of those little notebook things that I printed up, pre-printed, and I keep those in here. Quick grab. Again, you know, file folders because they're just a quick grab. And again, I just use whatever scrap paper I have. Sometimes I'll use them, sometimes I won't. But, you know, I mean, that's pretty basic. That's not so bad. These would look perfect in a botany journal. There's just plain ones. You know, so I always have some of those in here. And I always keep my different types of cards like this. This one is the newest one. I think the video on this is on its way out. What else? Tags. Just basic tags.
Possibly. I
don't even know what this is. Oh, I do know what that is. Okay. And then if I have like 6x6 pads that I don't know what to do with them, I will make these tall skinny pockets out of them, and I'll keep them because usually the paper I don't use in there is the very basic stuff.
And then we can call them at that point and see if we can get them to roll. But I don't have any points available in the overnight book. Well,
yeah, Ever After High, the books, the storybooks.
The midnight to 6 a.m. when they call.
So let me get this all in here real quick, and then
are getting chewed up. Your 8 cents is already.
I will show you the book. Here, these can go up here. This can go up here.
You know, because it would make sense if it's something on the line and you're saying that the forest area is better off. They'd be great to have.
What else? Oh, I do a bunch of these, and I keep these as well.
You know
those stacked pockets.
I have no idea what you got there.
You got a lot of Ever After High.
Being an old boy from Western New York, I do.
And then I also keep.
You know, gotten on and longer in the tooth, it's the heat is a beautiful thing. So.
I also keep some blanks like the zigzag pockets, and like bigger file folders and stuff. Just stuff that I can, if it's in my playlist and it says, I don't know why that's up there, and it says that it is a make ahead. Those are like the ones that I keep pretty standard in my stash, and not anything else, because the other things, it gets out of control. What is this? Oh, that's a project I'm working on. All right, so let me put these up here. I don't even know if I have an Ever After right now. Oh, yeah, I don't think I have one right now. I probably used one like completely. Wait a minute, I might have it. Nope. But yeah, they're it's called Ever After High, and the pages are colored. They're like blue and purple and pink, but only on the edges. So it makes for fabulous book pockets.
Sorry about that. I got a call.
But you can get them at the thrift store. If you guys want them, if I find them, I'll get some of them and we'll bring them in. But if you guys want them, because I get them all the time. I see them all the time. So if you guys want them, let me know and I'll bring them in. This is the other pocket that I do all the time. You know, because this one is very versatile. You can put a lot of stuff into it. I used to have a tag here that I used to do with this, you know, but I don't. So we use this because now I can do here, here, here. So you can put some really big stuff in this. And once you glue this down, it's pretty stable. This is made out of that newspaper book that I have. But I also have them where they're closed here. I'll leave them open if I'm going to decorate, and I'll close them if I'm not, you know. But look at how big those are. And that's one sheet of paper. It makes 4 pockets. So that's another thing that I make ahead. I just have a real issue with mass make, because when you mass make stuff, you have a tendency to use exactly what's on your desk or within, you know, reach. And so everything turns out looking the same. So that's my issue with it. So for me to do a make ahead, there's always, you'll hear me in the video go, okay, if you're making these ahead, this is your stopping point. Stop here. Because if you go past that, then you're going to start decorating and everything's going to start looking the same. We could. I could. We could. We could. But yeah, if you guys want an Ever After High, let me know, because I see them all the time. But I don't buy them because you only need one. You know what I mean? I might buy a couple of them and like break them out, and like so that we have like pink pages and blue pages and purple pages, and that way we can all, you know, we have all different colors. I'm gonna throw you 2 out of the house.
Please. Thank you.
Get out. I just threw them out. And they're looking at me like, what? So, yeah. So everybody who's part of the Patreon should have received their advance listing. On this one, if it is a single item, because it is such a big sale, I'm letting, you know, I'm okay with you if you want to buy something that's in advance that's just one item, just let me know. Okay? That way I can pull it, because there's like 61 items in the sale, for crying out loud. It's a huge sale. I haven't had a big sale like this in a long time. Also, December sale is going to be a regular sale. I'm moving the countdown to January.
And I'm trying to work on a ticket at the same time.
Are you talking to me or?
No, I was telling them.
Oh.
I like doing a cruise, but I'm working on a ticket at the same time.
Creeper? What's creeper? Like you're doing great.
So
I'm trying.
I'm going to move it to January. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I know things are tight for Christmas and I don't want to interfere with anybody's Christmas. I'd rather wait until after January, you know, until after Christmas and do it in January. So we're going to do it in January. I'm going to do the standard I don't know if there's going to be a lot in the 5 and 4. There's going to be a lot in the 3, the 2, the 1. I'm going to clear the store. So things you may have had your eye on in the store that were like $4 or $5 are going to be like $2, $3. I'm not going to do a lot of lace unless it's prepackaged, and only if it's like one of a kind, if I only have one of them, because that's the kind of stuff I don't want to pay to keep listing in the shop. You know what I mean? Oh no. What else? Okay, so Hupper's got dental on Sunday. We're gonna get his tooth pulled, and then Monday he's gonna go in. He's got to go in for his Roto-Rooter, and then of course I'm dark on Tuesday, but he has to work on Tuesday, so I'll be here. I may not answer right away if you reach out to me and message me, but I will be here. Okay. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, that countdown sale is huge. It's 5 days. If you've never been to one of my countdown sales, it's a 5-day sale. And we start off at the $5 day, then we go to 4, then we go to 3, then we go to 2, and then there's the $1 sale. I bill you at the end of the 5 days. Usually takes me 24 to 48 hours to bill everybody. And as soon as you pay, I ship. So it's usually a big, but I'm probably going to do it. It's a 5-day sale, so I'm going to have to look at what the calendar looks like, because I also have lives, and I want to be able to do all of that at the same time. So we'll work on it. We'll figure it out. What else? I think that's everything, guys. So I'm going to go eat some food before I get even more manic. Do keep in mind, no matter what you hear, Mike and I always try to be decent people. Keep that in mind. What else? Check out my community tab. Go on over to my Facebook group. Links are for everything. Make sure you check your subscriptions, because YouTube is doing that thing where they're changing everybody's subscription status. So you want to make sure you get all that taken care of. And what else? The Minute Mystery has been solved. Christine got it. And Francis took a whack at it, but she didn't get it. But Christine did. So I'm going to post another one in a couple of days. I'll get to it. And I need a new over desk organizer here. And if you guys could see that mess. Wait a minute. You can. There is a way. Let me see if I can get this. Okay. Come on, turn. Okay, so this is what I look at. This is my desk always looks so clean and organized, right? And this is what I look at. And that's not even all of it, because there's still more over there. But yeah, that's my mess. I'm sharing. No, it wasn't Christine. Who got it? I'll figure it out. Hold on. Who got this thing? My Minute Mystery was solved by Janice. Sorry about that. It was Janice. Janice figured it out. So she's going to get a prize, and I'm going to set up another one. So I'm sorry, I'm a little not myself right now, Christine, if you'll forgive me. So yeah, I'm going to send it to her. So the answer to it was that it was the person who stole the money was the cable person. It said cable man, so everybody assumed it was a guy, but it was actually a woman. So she got it. So I'm going to send her a prize. And what else? I will. Shush, Michelle.
Email will be on the
Y'all don't understand. She'll call me like 20 times and go, "Did you eat? Did you eat? Did you eat?" Michelle's my friend. What can I say? All right. So for November, tomorrow we're going to be doing mixed media. Yes, tomorrow evening, mixed media at 6 o'clock, 7, 8, and 9 across the country. And then on the 3rd, we're having the sale. I know it's early, but that's so that we don't interfere with the second Saturday of the month, which is Defy sale. So we're going to be doing it on Sunday. We'll still play Sunday morning. We're still going to play our game. Just Sunday afternoon, we're going to have the sale. And we get the house mouse. He's going to be here as well. Then we have some mixed media style envelopes. Oh my God, it is a fantastic one. You guys are going to love that one. And then, we start off our regular week on Wednesday. Bye. All right, so that's it. That's all I got. Check your subscriptions. Check out the community tab here, the YouTube, the Facebook. Everything's in the description box below. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye. I'm going to eat. I promise.
Take care.
Thanks, Dave. Sorry.